Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Says you too. This is Pastor Dow. Boxing. Boxing. It is a unique skill set. I'm planning on. We've run into a few little injuries here with the boys, but I've bought plenty of boxing equipment, and I'm planning on teaching our teenage boys how to box and how to defend themselves the proper way, how to throw a punch. Where leverage come from, how to do footwork, defensive techniques, the whole 9 yards. But boxing is something, no matter what age you may find yourself in. And think about this. You can be strong and you can be powerful as I don't know what. But boxing is all about connecting and hitting someone who is threatening you in the right spot. And that's why it's good to understand handwork, footwork, where leverage comes from, how to use power from the back around the waist. There's a whole lot more than just throwing punches to boxing. So I'm going to be teaching our younger boys because the world's getting crazy. And I don't know, I may even this guts maybe go into some boxing classes and stuff, because you think about MMA, mixed martial arts, you think about a lot of these disciplines that are out there. Notice every single one of them, bar none, they all start out with what? Boxing. Every single one of them do. And of course, it's also good to know how to really truly learn how to use a front kick as well while boxing. But I'm gonna give you an example of the reason why I boxed when I was younger. And I think it's something that people need. It's one of those defensive skill sets that you just never know how invaluable it is. I'll give you an example here. I came across this morning. It's obvious that there's two younger boys. There's a total of four of them, two younger boys. And we have lost all honor and all respect for the hoary-headed, that means gray-headed people. It used to be when these people got into their older years, their golden years, you should honor and respect them. Now, understand this. That does not mean that you tolerate them if they're telling you something wrong. But you're not to dishonor and you're not to disrespect the older people. But this generation knows nothing about it. As a matter of fact, they would rather curse the older people to their face and to their mouths. And it's a sad situation, the amount of dishonor that I'm seeing today, the rebellion, the stubbornness, and everything else. Well, anyway, after sitting here watching this particular clip right here, you could tell that this old man had boxed once before in his younger days. And he is proof positive that no matter how old or how big these people are, or how young and how big these people are, he is proof positive of knowing how to defend himself. And not only that, but if you watch his posture, and then you see what he did the first time, and then you watch the way that he I'm not going to go in all the details and stuff. But anyway, if you watched what he did, he knew exactly what he was doing. He's obvious someone who has boxed before. And he was able to defend himself from two young punks. We don't have the audio. All it is a video clip. And Grandpa set the record straight. Now, he could have went ahead and just finished off all four of them, because after he finished two of them off, the other two that were sitting there, when he walked around, they started backing up from it because they didn't want no parts of that left cross. Woo! And that right straight to the face, boy. I mean to tell you, he did good. And people ask me all the time, what in the world is going on with you, Pastor Dow? Nothing is going on with me at all. The environment of our country is changing. I mean, this morning I hear there's I forget the name, David somebody, but I had somebody here talking about sniping, someone in the community, and I wonder if TBI, the sheriff's department. Now I'm gonna get the information, and if you have it, send it to me. But I like to see all these people because these people are anyway, I like to see all these people. Anyway, I'm going to volunteer too much more information. But anyway, this old man definitely used to box, and I think it's something good that you need to do in the hour that we're living in, because people today, they don't care nothing about righteousness, justice, morality, honor, truth, none of that stuff. But I tell you what, since these young punks, it's obvious they didn't have any home training, and they didn't get too many ass whoopings coming up by father and mother. I know one thing, old grandpa, he dished out a whole lot of cans of whoop ass. Check this out. And of course, you know, I'm in here watching this, and Sister Carol makes a comment. And what she says, can you imagine? Can you imagine some of these young people walking up on Mike Tyson when he's about 65 years old and they don't know who he is? Ooh, boy, that would be ugly. Can you imagine? See, because as you get older, you know, you lose speed, you lose a step here and stuff, but you don't lose the skill set, because that's all here. It's all right here. The skill set is right here. While the body may be, you know, going down and getting old and everything, but this is not getting older right here. This is not. And this controls this. It's just that the body's moving a little bit slower. That's the reason why I say it's good for you to be in shape. I mean, the other day, I was up here in Walmart, and just out of the blue, one of the cashiers, we was, you know, I was checking out and stuff, and she said, "Are you about 33 years old?" I said, "No, ma'am." I said, "More like closer to 50. I'm almost, matter of fact, 49. She says, "Man, you don't look like you 49 years old." Well, no, ma'am. I really try to do what I can to take care of myself, and to try to, you know, slow down time a little bit. I've done a lot of abuse to my body in my earlier years, so I have to really take care of myself. She said, "You don't look no 49 years old." I reason, and she, I guess she just asked because, you know, up here in town there's a firestorm going on because I brought attention to the thing that they like sweeping under the rug. You know, the uniformity of racism that goes on in this county. You know, they like dealing with you wisely when you go into the businesses and stuff. How you doing? They love that green, but they hate that brown. But then they love going into these tanning beds up here and trying to get my color. I just had another lady the other day. I walked into a store, and she said, "Excuse me, sir, are you on YouTube?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "What's your name?" I said, "Pastor Dow." She says, "I want you to know I grew up in this town all my life, and I want you to know I agree with you 100%. 100% I do." And then she goes on to tell me exactly what I said in the video. And I said, "You know what? I appreciate you coming up to me and saying that. But, you know, to me, whether you agree or disagree, it's just the fact that we're talking about it. Because, you see, a lot of people are just simply stupefied, dumbified. The miseducation is just utterly amazing. Of course, a lot of these people, they don't even know how to be racist. they've learned it probably from who knows what or whatever else and stuff, and they just simply don't know how to be it. But you ain't never seen nothing like this county before in life. But like I said, everybody up here doesn't share these sentiments and stuff. And I heard how rude some of the departments were when you was bringing to bear a lot of the things that was going on up here in this county when you begin to blow up their phone lines. And I appreciate it. But anyway, it's obvious that this old man, he knew exactly what he was doing. As a matter of fact, let's look at that thing again and finish the video right here. All right.